4 student speakers, and then we're going to open it up for like an open mic, so if you're interested, that's coming up. And then we'll have some music, and these great groups after that are set up to tell you about their organizations and ways to get involved with the community. So first up is Gracie Anderson.
Hi everyone. All right, so I'm just going to begin. It would be really easy for me to stand here and give you an angry, hate-fueled speech about the election results, but that wouldn't help anyone. It would be really easy for me to get up here and attack my perceived enemy, turn my frustration into insensitive words, but that's just not constructive. It's really, really easy to condemn others, and so much harder to understand them. And that applies to both sides of the spectrum. That's why we see discrimination, why people feel alienated, but it's also why we're seeing such intense divisiveness. By showing compassion, you aren't excusing or justifying someone's behavior, you're just trying to understand it. Because conservatives and liberals and everyone in between voted for who they voted for a reason. Sure, hate and discrimination played a role in this election. But there's a reason people are hateful and discriminatory. And once you take the time to empathize with these people, you can start to fix those institutionalized beliefs. I'm not telling you to roll over, compromise, or accept blatant racism, sexism, xenophobia. I just want you to recognize why those things exist. Cause and effect can only be analyzed if you take the time to understand the cause. It's hard. And there's no real answer, but you must keep your heart open. Feel your feelings, sadness, frustration, fear, anger, and there is so much to be angry about. Be angry about the systemic racism that kept so many people from giving President Obama a fair chance. Be angry about our misogynistic culture that made Secretary Clinton the most scrutinized candidate in American history. Be angry about the disproportionate wealth distribution that made so many white working class Americans vote against their own interests this election cycle. Be angry about this administration's utter disregard for the environment. Be angry about the outright homophobia and transphobia exhibited by our incoming vice president. Be angry that this collection of cabinet appointees have more wealth than a third of American households combined. Be angry that repealing the Affordable Care Act leaves 20 million Americans uninsured. Be angry about the effect that this president will have on immigrants currently living in our country and those seeking opportunities and freedom. Be angry and stay angry, but don't let your anger handicap your compassion. Fight the cause and not the people. Channel your anger into a movement. Channel it into change. Get out there and protest. Change-making organizations like the ACLU and Planned Parenthood. Get involved in the legislative process, but don't forget why you are here. You are here because you care. Because you care about our country and the people in it. Don't forget their choices have explanations. Because it's easy to condemn, but so much harder to understand. Choose to understand. Thank you.